Today I'm looking at this Nissan NV200. Wipers have loads of play in the linkage, so I got a second-hand linkage off eBay. Let's start by taking these caps off to get the wiper arms off whilst it's in the parts position. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. There. Both of these little caps are off. Now I'm going to take these nuts off. Not sure what size it is. Maybe a 14. Right, that's a 14, bear with me. Right, so crack them loose. And that loose. Take that off there. See what's involved in there. So I'm putting my stuff up here. I'm going to have to move it all in a second because I'm going to be taking this off. A whole lot, I would think, to get to the wiper linkage. It'll be in there. If I press on the wiper arm like that a couple of times, most of the time that's enough to get them off. Sometimes it's not enough and you need to get a pull. This one, when I'm doing that, the whole linkage is moving, so it might be a bit of a pain. Yeah, that got it anyway. Both wipers arms are off. I'm going to move this stuff now because I'm going to have to get all of this scuttle panel off. So you got 2 10s, I don't know, yeah, that looks like that might have to come off. 2 10s on this brake fluid reservoir, and all these sort of plastic connectors, so we'll start taking them off. Now, this customer has used me for a few years now. I'm lucky. One of my first customers ever. And I must be doing something right because he's asked me to come back. But the other thing is, what was I going to say? He's away on holiday. I won't tell you where the car is, but he's on holiday. He's left me the key, so he must trust me. He'll be back by the time this is posted, probably, so yeah, but I've got these wipers don't work, or they're knocking. He put some wiper blades on himself, and noticed that they knock. Well, we had a look at it, and the reason is the linkage is totally... Can you get that bolt out there? The linkage has got that much play in it. There we go, there's the bolt out. So I've moved that just in case I need to. I might not have needed to do that, but it's only 2 bolts. Now what I'm going to do is slide a screwdriver into these and lift it a little bit. I'm not trying to take them out. If they come out it's great, but if it doesn't, like that one, if it doesn't come out that's okay as well. I'm only trying to raise it a little bit. So far though, it's all coming apart. Got one over here that you can't see. I'll just get this. Got the camera set up on a tripod because, well, I think it makes a huge difference to the video when you can actually see. Yeah, you have to remove this bottle here when you can actually see what somebody's doing. That coolant bottle, this screen wash bottle's in the way, so I'm going to have to remove that to get to one of these clips that's down there. So, 10mm again, 10mm. This one. So there's one, and there's one right down there, I think. No, it's here. Don't know if that's in this camera shot. Let's have a look. Kinda. That one. this one out. See if that's enough to get the screen wash bottle out of the way. I've done something. Oh, I did a clutch on this once as well. Services, clutch. Quite a big job, I suppose. Is that happy in there? Yeah, let's move that. Just put that to one side for now, like that. And we've got this one that I was trying to get at right there. If I do it quick enough, I won't need to, I won't lose the daylight. It's a bit later in the day. What time is it? It's gone 4 o'clock. It's getting late. I've got these little pieces of plastic here. They look like they just lift up a bit. Oh, this comes forward this way. I was getting ready to pull it up because that's how most of them do, but it doesn't. It just pulls forwards. And let's see if we can get you over here. Same on this side. There we go. Forwards. Yeah, somebody was saying to me, can you film it actually doing it? And I know I prefer to watch it when somebody does that. There it is, we can see it. Now I'm going to pause the video, get the other one out of the packaging and get it ready to swap over. Okay, so can I undo this? Yep, there's got to be a way. Can find the bit that I press, I'll come back to that. We'll just take the 10s out of the way. There's one. Comes all the way out. There's one at the back and one at the centre there, and then this one at that end. So I'll just put these nuts somewhere. There's a tray there, that'll do. Don't want to catch the bottom of the glass, there is room. I can put my hand over it. Just takes a little chip and eventually that can turn up to a big line. Get this one out of here. I've got a motor with this linkage, so he's going to have a spare motor. I'll fit the new ones. It looks really new, you know, it looks a lot newer than this. I'll let him keep the old motor. So that still works. Well, the customer said he'd quite like me to film it. I'd quite like to see it, what I'm doing. So there we go, that's partly why I'm doing it. Well, I film stuff anyway. So, I've got to take that clip out of there. So if I squeeze those bits together, like that, that should come out. And then this one, that looks like, to be honest, I can't see how that comes out at the moment. Just press it. It's meant to go the other way though. There. It's got to come off eventually. I hold that up. That's it. It's a snug fit, but it came off. Okay. Let's get the new one on. I'll just cut this cable tie off the new one. Right, there we go. 3 little bolts. The centre one, I was going to say looks longer, but maybe not. No, they're all the same. Forget that. They're all the same. That one and this one. This one's not elongated over here, the hole. in the wiper linkage. So the other one was corroded quite badly here, so it must have just worn away. So got that. Hopefully this is going to be okay. You never know what you're getting. Sometimes with second hand. Sometimes they're fine though, and it's more environmentally friendly, if I can say it. No, that one goes in there. There we go. So now that they're in, I'll tighten this up, and then we can put the ignition on and work it, and then switch it off so that the motor should park in the correct position, because I don't know, it might not be parked in the correct position for all that we know. So that's 1, 2. So got to connect the wire. There, it's all tight. There's play in that rubber bush there, but that's not what the problem was before. There was just way too much play in it. The whole thing moved. That's got some play in it. It's just how it's meant to be, I think, because it's on rubber mounts. Right, put this on. Now where have we put the key? I'll go and work it and let it park in the correct place. Right, let's work. Let's see if it works. Let's turn the radio down so I don't get copyright. But you see that? It's parked in its own place now. So it's parked in its own place, so we know it might have been where it was, but now we know it's right. Just going to tighten these a little bit more, make sure everything's tight. Don't want it to vibrate loose. Still got play in it because it's on rubber mounts, but it's a lot better than it was. It's not got play in the mechanism. There we go. Now I gotta put the covers on, and that's about it then. Covers and the wiper arms. So, let's take this. It slides on to the glass. Hooks under the plasticky things at the side. Right. Slides on to the glass. Like that. Like that. Let's come off this side now, a bit like a seesaw. There we go. Now it's on. Not too bad. Look at that. Still moves, but the other one had loads of movement in it, and it was hitting there. So, just gotta put all these clips back in that I took out a second ago. Now that the clips are in, we've got these wiper arms to go on. And we're using the mark on the windscreen as a reference point to where it has to go. Now we can tighten up those two nuts. Even the nuts look better, they're shiny, not like the originals that were really rusty. Let's get these tightened up. Quite a simple job. Sometimes not everything's difficult, even if you've not done something before. It can be, you take time and figure it out, and it's okay. I've got this and the other one to tighten up, or I'll get a short extension. There we go. All I have to do is hold this arm whilst I tighten it. fine. And the same on this one. That's fine as well. You say it moves, but nothing like as much as the other one. That's just the rubber mounts rather than a one linkage. So now we've got that cap, that cap. That cap's been awkward, isn't it? There. So I'm going to try the wipers again before I go too far. Well, that's fine. The problem is, when I lower the bonnet, I want to make sure nothing's hitting the actual end of the bonnet. Gotta put this back and that back though. These need to go in the right place. Wire there. And that'll slot onto there. Like that. That's got a little place there. That one goes into. And that's got a little place there. And we've got two turns, one there, one there. Right, 4 turns now. Just brought them all over. That one and this one. And these two. They go there and there. Like I say, James wanted to see this. He thought it'd be quite nice to see his own car on a video because he watches some of my videos. And yeah, that's fine. I just appreciate the support for not just the work, but watching the channel as well. It all helps. And this one. There's another thing I was meant to do in this car. Another thing I was meant to do was change the door mirror. It's not arrived yet. I think it's coming by horse and cart. When it arrives, I'll just nip back and put it on. That's just a push-on fit, so yeah, sorry about that. It won't totally be finished, but at least the main bit's done. However, the company that I got this linkage from, couldn't fault them. That was really quick and it works. Good packaging, quick delivery. It's just I used a different company to get the door mirror. Already I can see a difference because before this was leaning and it was rubbing on that. You can see the paint. It's been rubbing it. It doesn't do that anymore. So as long as it's not too high that it hits this, that's the other thing. Also, I think when you're driving, the wind can make it come further over when you're driving than when you're just testing them when it's stationary. I'll do it a bit faster, there you go. See, it's not going up to the side. It's going up to there where my finger is. It's not touching it. And it's not touching here like it was before. That's a success. Thanks again, James, for the work. It's appreciated, and for supporting the YouTube channel as well. And I'll be back to put the mirror on as soon as it arrives. Thanks for watching.